Hello and welcome to News Update, where we let you know what's happening in Adventist news in the Bahamas and the world. Make a friend, be a friend was the theme of the National Friendship Day held on Wednesday, November 23rd. Schools, civic groups, along with the government and church leaders participated in the event, which started with a march from Rawson Square to the Southern Recreation Grounds in Nassau, Bahamas. Pastor Barrington Brennan of the Living Faith Seventh-day Adventist Church and chairman of the National Friendship Day Committee said that the concept came to him as a result of seeing the lack of kindness and friendship being displayed in our nation over recent years. As a result, a committee was formed to counteract the negative impact this is having on the social fabric of our communities. Addressing the audience was the Honorable Janet Bostwick, Deputy to the Governor General of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. She told of the importance of friendship.
It's a kind of friendship which, according to the former President Woodrow Wilson, is the only cement that can hold the world together. We are saying here today that friendship is the best bond, the only cement that can hold us in the Bahamas together.
Among the religious and civic leaders present were the president of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, Pastor Paul Scavala, Reverend Ranford Patterson, president of the Bahamas Christian Council, and the Honorable J. Henry Bostwick Sr. National Friendship Day is an annual event, and the committee seeks to promote a spirit of friendliness on every island, neighborhood, residence, institution, and business place. This is a big weekend in the South Bahamas Conference for youth and children. The Youth Crusade with Evangelist Asher Dane Duncan climaxes at the Good News Seventh-day Adventist Church in Flamingo Gardens on Sunday, November 27th. Children's Day will be celebrated at the various local churches this Sabbath. And at 4 in the afternoon, the children will be in a grand concert at the Hillview Seventh-day Adventist Church. On Sunday, November 27th, the children will head out to the Bahamas Youth Camp on Gladstone Road for the annual Fun Day from 12 noon to 5 p.m. The South Bahamas Conference Special Events and Fundraising Department, in conjunction with the Department of Education, hosted a professional development seminar for teachers, school counselors, social workers, and psychologists entitled Hope for the Future, Guiding Our Intellectually Challenged and Gifted Children. The presenter, Dr. Orlean Brown Earl, visiting psychologist, sharpened the skills of the participants in identifying children with special needs. They were also instructed in how to make referrals and to utilize and interpret instruments that are currently used for educational and psychological evaluations. Public and private schools from across the island were represented. The New Providence and Real Harvest Seventh-day Adventist churches will be hosting their Singles Conference 2011 under the theme Single, Sanctified, and Steadfast. Join them on December 1st and 2nd at 7 p.m. in the New Providence Church Hall. Be there on Saturday, December 3rd at 4:30 p.m. for the last session, followed by a grand social which will include a singles mixer. All singles over the age of 20 are invited, whether you are divorced, widowed, engaged, or have never been married. Lincoln Steed, editor of the Liberty Magazine, a magazine of religious freedom published by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, will be one of the special guests at the Festival of Religious Freedom that will be hosted by the Public Affairs and Religious Liberty Department of the Atlantic Caribbean Union Mission, under the theme Giving Thanks. The South Bahamas Conference will host this event at the Centerville Seventh-day Adventist Church in 5th Terrace, Nassau, at 3 p.m. on Sabbath, December 3rd. PAL is focused mainly on ensuring that the God-given universal human right of religious freedom truly becomes a universal reality, and all are invited to share in the event. The holiday season usually means many unwanted pounds in January. Well, we have the answer to a slim and healthy December. This is your last chance to be a part of a vegetarian cooking extravaganza for the year 2011. The cooking class will be held on Sunday, December 4th at the New Providence Seventh-day Adventist Church from 2 to 5 p.m. Register now at the South Bahamas Conference or the Better Living and Healthy Lifestyle Centers. The first 20 persons to register before November 30th will receive a free cookbook. On November 8, 2011, Pastor Wilfred Adley Sr. successfully defended his doctoral dissertation on the topic, A Biblical Model Testing Visions and Dreams in Christian Ministry in the Bahamas. He wishes to convey special thanks to all who prayed for and encouraged him during his course of study. The South Bahamas Conference congratulates Pastor Adley, who praises the Lord for this success and the opportunity to give wider service in the cause of God. In May 2012, he will be conferred with the Doctor of Ministry degree from from Andrews University in Barron Springs, Michigan. In news from the North Bahamas Conference, the past 2 weekends were truly an exciting, enlightening, and inspiring experience for the elders of the Grand Bahama districts as they continue to pursue the Elders Certification Program. The course is designed to train and prepare the church elders for a more effective and devoted ministry in their respective churches. On hand to assist with the program were Dr. Leonard A. Johnson, President and Ministerial Director of the Atlantic Caribbean Union Mission of Seventh-day Adventists, and Mrs. Denise Johnson, Shepherdess Leader of the Atlantic Caribbean Union, who facilitated a session with the elders' wives. President and Ministerial Director of the North Bahamas Conference, Pastor Brian Tinker, said that the program is making encouraging progress and plans are on the way for a graduation ceremony during the January 2012 convention. Grand Bahama Academy is calling all men from the West End Seventh-day Adventist Church in the west, to Shiloh in the east, Blessed Hope in the south, to Freeport in the north, and all in between, such as the 8 Mile Rock Church, Sunrise, and Bethsaida churches, who are willing and capable of making a contribution, to join them on Sunday, the 27th of November at 8 a.m. to complete the additional classrooms at the school. And women, you too can go on down and support this labor of love for the furtherance of Christian education on the island of Grand Bahama. In Adventist news from around the world, the Adventist Development and Relief Agency, ADRA, in Guatemala, completed a 2-week campaign in partnership with GuataVision, a national television station, to collect and distribute more than 86,000 pounds of relief supplies to the thousands of people affected by the recent earthquakes, tropical storms, and prolonged rains. The Central American country experienced overflowing rivers and destroyed bridges and homes resulting from these natural disasters last month. It was reported that more than 478,000 people were affected by the passing of a 12E storm, which killed 35 persons and left others unaccounted for. Among the more than 159,000 victims of the disaster was Teofila Hernandez, a mother of 8 in the San Jose community. In the aftermath, she expressed her thanks to ADRA Guatemala and donors through an interview with GuataVision, the local television station, which joined the humanitarian organization to appeal for donations for the thousands of homeless. If you checked your calendar this week, you would have seen Thanksgiving Day written on Thursday, November 24th. But I would like to suggest that maybe these words should be written on every one of the 365 days of each year, because every day should be a day of Thanksgiving. As you reflect on all that God has done in your life, give thanks with a grateful heart. From all of us here at the South Bahamas Conference Head Office, especially the production team, I'm Andrea Musgrove for Adventist TV.